It's the Washington podcast team, baby.
Yo, what up, man? This is the Washington podcast team, and we are here in the Caspi Lounge, man. Baldhead, I appreciate you giving us this opportunity, man, to, you know.
Ain't nothing like an opportunity, man. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh, yeah. So tonight, man, actually right now we are doing an exclusive interview with one of the owners. So before I keep going, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to Caspi Lounge, man. They're located in Arlington, Virginia. Anybody got the address on here?
Arlington, Virginia. Address.
Oh, yeah, 2901 Columbia Pike. Arlington, Virginia, 22204. And actually tonight is R&B night for the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful establishment.
Shout out to the ladies. But yeah, man, this is a beautiful spot, man. So how did you get started in this business?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I actually was dealing with kids, man. I was a director of the Capania Center in Alexandria, dealing with the youth, man, dealing with all the kids, like 13 all the way down. And when COVID hit, everybody went on shutdown, and you had to find something to do. So I was on the internet. I used to do comedy, and I got into the comedy. I actually did my first comedy show.
Where?
Yeah, and after I did my first comedy show, after just saying what you can do by your own, it starts to make you like, man, dang, let me see what I can do if I jump into the club, like. And when you start to jump into the club, like, you start to see your people have fun. You start to bring out your family, your friends. You start to get them youngins off the streets and start bringing them into a different environment. It changed my whole look of life. And when we reopened, I never went back to being a director. I literally just took on promoting for the club full time. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, man, you don't do nothing but party and get paid, but it's a lot of work besides that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, it's just like selling anything, like selling cars. You gotta sell somebody a time of their life that they'll never experience nowhere else. So you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of talent and a lot of work, but a lot of people overlook it due to your job. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, oh, he around girls all day. He ain't got no problems. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thankful that this is my first podcast ever being on. Like, this is like lit. I like how y'all do this. This is nice. This is some nice shit.
Hey man, what's your wildest experience? Your biggest nightmare dealing with the club?
Oh man, dealing with women that feel that they're entitled. You run into a lot of women that you might say one night you'll give them a free drink trying to be nice. Next week, hey, where's my free drink? I was just trying to be nice first week. So I had one girl one time, man. Oh shit, man. I had one girl one time. I'm mad. I didn't even show up. I was sick. I didn't even come up to the event. And I'm getting a phone call from 1,000 people. They like, man, it's a girl that's saying you owe her drinks. I'm like, what? I owe her drinks? They like, yes. And she said she's not going nowhere until she gets them.
Man.
I said, man, whoever she is, send them. Send them, please. Please.
Sound pretty angry.
Yeah, I know, right?
She was blackmailing me at my own establishment. It was like,
wow.
man, what's going on here?
How long ago was this?
Oh, man. Right when we opened. Like, last year. Like, literally. When they go back to normal hours around like February,
a couple of months ago,
yeah, man, it was crazy. It was around Valentine's Day. I remember that. It was crazy.
Oh man.
All I'm gonna tell y'all is don't buy no girl in the club a drink.
Oh, yeah. You know how they be, man.
You said thirsty?
So according to yourself, or at least according to your experience as far as like club promotion, like you would definitely say that you have more troubles with like the female capacity of club goers than males?
You'll run into in the club life. You run into different problems. You'll run into problems of you want everybody to have a good time at a good cause. You don't want nobody to come in here spending their lives, going home, don't have no money. So what I try to do, we got the lowest prices out of all clubs. Anything that you will not find no bottle as cheap as ours, no hookah as cheap as ours. Right. We literally make it to where you can come here, have a good time, and also budget your money. We do $5 shots, Henny and Patron all night sometimes. We do half-off bottles sometimes. We try to make it to where you can come out and have a good time. But a lot of people already know when you go out, you're going to spend some money. It's how much money you're going to spend. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep people on the budget where, man, we can go to Caspi, man. And not only that, we got $20, $30. We put our money together. We gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what. Yeah, that's all I be trying to do.
I'm gonna get right to it, dog. How many of these girls have you smashed in this?
Oh my God! Hold on. Wait.
Hey, listen.
Interview just started, man. Come on.
I feel like we taking too long.
You think
I feel like we taking too long.
you think I ain't know I was coming on the podcast with y'all? I was prepared for these questions. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. I'm gonna just tell y'all I plead the fifth. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way you do them questions.
Good answer. Very good answer.
That's a good answer. Okay.
Shout out to all the lovely young ladies in the club tonight.
Definitely.
Well, and since we're on the ladies, like right now, like I'm currently residing in Los Angeles, California, and like a lot of bars and clubs out there, they have like certain things where like they set up ways to like protect certain ways to set up female club goers. Like let's say, for example, if their drink is roofied, or if they're just too drunk, or if they're getting harassed by a male club patron, they'll like say like a secret word to like the bartender to like either call the cops or like call them an Uber or a taxi. Like just within the Arlington, Virginia area, do you feel like that type of like protection for females is absolutely necessary? And like, do you have anything like similar to that at this establishment?
You know what's crazy is we don't have that, but I definitely have been saying lately, human trafficking is very high in the DMV right now.
Yeah.
So I definitely am going to bring that up to our owner because that's something that we do need, and the only way you get it started is everybody started. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So a lot of times you have a lot of people say we're going to get something started and never started, but the only way you can get something going is starting it. So
absolutely, yeah.
I'm hoping that even from this podcast, we can start it right here on this podcast for some people to say, a female can say, or anybody that's in harm to say. You know what I'm saying? We can start that right here, right now. You know what I'm saying?
Female capacity just went up by 10%.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
That was his goal the whole time.
We want a 5% cut.
Oh my God. He said he knew he
I'm
was
trying to
coming
make
on the
business moves,
podcast.
man. Come on, help me. Help us.
I don't know if anybody asked this question yet.
Hey, listen, man. I did my research, man. I said, let me go watch about a couple of these podcasts. They're gonna ask me all types of shit. I'm gonna be prepared though. Fuck that.
No, I'm just asking that question because I feel like, I don't know shit about business, so I have like no business, saying this, but I feel like, as far as like business aspect, females, they're kind of like the money makers whenever there's like a club or like a lounge promotion.
Oh, no, definitely.
And I think it's beneficial for like any manager, any club owner to make sure that the female club patrons are like safe while having a good time.
Exactly, young. And a lot of times, man, I always tell females that when they come out to my events, bring a friend, bring somebody, it don't matter if it's your boyfriend, it don't matter if it's your side nigga, it don't matter if it's your side female, whatever's going on. I always tell people, encourage people to come out with other people because it's nothing like somebody having your back. And I think a lot of times you got these people that's just, I'm not hanging, I don't trust, and I'm going out by myself. And when you out by yourself and you getting to drinking, these Ubers and these Lyfts, they're getting more dangerous than anything nowadays. So I just think a lot of times that the best thing you do is come out with a partner that you trust. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
So, have you met any celebrities while you've been doing this?
oh man, you meet everybody, man.
Who's your favorite? I should say?
So me and Kevin Durant, with me and him went to school together. Like, actually, Kevin Durant is probably the real reason that I'm stuck in clubs. I don't know if y'all remember when The Love was out, but me and Kevin Durant played on the same basketball team. He went to National Christian Academy.
I did
Oh,
too.
shit.
I did too.
Yeah.
I went to National. I swear I did.
Swear to God, Trevor Brown was my coach.
I know Trevor Brown, dog. I went to National.
I know all of them. Jesse Sapp. I was there when Jesse Sapp was there. Jerron Washington and Jallo, they just left the year before I got there. Biggie, Anthony McClain, Fat Cat, you know all
Beasley went there too, right?
Beasley.
Yeah, Beasley.
Yeah, we all was there, young. I was there.
You were playing there, right? Hold on, time out. Why you ain't tell Kevin Durant brush his damn heat?
Huh?
Why you ain't get that man no sport with?
Hey,
That's
listen.
my man,
Hey,
100
listen. I'm gonna keep it so
Unnecessary.
real with you, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like, hey, listen, the only thing that I can say is it seems like when your money get up there, it's like fuck life.
Angles and shit, he don't know what sport where he is
Hey,
no more. I don't know what the fuck going on.
I have to agree with that, man. It's like this man has so much money. Like he has that I don't give a fuck money.
Yeah, but you still got brush.
I'm gonna just
I'm
wake
gonna
up.
do me.
You still got brush them BDBs.
I think we can all agree that he can go with the ball head look.
I don't know why he didn't go with the ball head look.
Go with the ball head look.
I don't know why he didn't.
But
go with
again,
the
that's what happens when you have I don't give a fuck money.
Hey,
He is kind of balling in the back, though. He
Hey,
need
look.
to get rid of that shit.
Hey, look.
Get rid of it,
listen,
dog.
if I'm making he's making damn near almost a bill. I mean,
Yeah, I think he's like starting like a couple of businesses as far as like the tech industry too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he's making big moves,
definitely.
which adds on more to I don't give a fuck money.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. Hey, people don't know how good the food is in that National Christian Academy.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It ain't no regular cafeteria. Like you getting fried fish.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember when they had the little a la pot there.
Yeah,
You know,
bro,
that spot?
bro, what's that?
I almost got a choke for sitting on some goddamn cheese. Goddamn cheese. Yeah, I got sent to the principal's office.
Oh, bruh.
Smell and everything.
Let you come there without your like you in uniform. So let you not have your tie done on Friday for the it was like church. You got church on Fridays. Let you not have your tie. You getting suspended. That's a suspension
Damn.
type of thing.
For not wearing a tie?
Not wearing your tie.
That's strict.
It's strict,
Yeah,
man.
they had strict dress code, all that.
Yeah. But man, I ran into the Kevin Durant. I done ran into the Fat Trails, Shy Glizzies, the Wale's, my older cousin is Slink, and he run clubs. I mean, y'all gonna also meet him too. He runs the clubs out DC a lot, like Abigail, St. E's. So I literally, he taught me how to run the business, like how to actually sell a dream to somebody into a party, like. And through him, meeting him, being around him, like you're running into celebrities out of nowhere. Like open gym, you might see somebody walk in. You know what I'm saying? So you'll meet a lot of different people in here. It's networking always in the club.
You did? You got a little feedback.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just having some headphone trouble.
Oh yeah.
Technical difficulties.
I wanted to ask you, since you've been in the club business, has this affected any of your personal relationships with females?
Man, listen. The hardest thing in life is being a promoter and being in a relationship. I literally just got in one, and it took friendship. Like we known each other for years, and it takes your woman to understand your job and respect your job. Yeah, I might not be going into an office working a 9 to 5, but I'm still bringing out the same amount of money as them, but I'm just doing it in the nightlife. I'm doing it when people are asleep. So a lot of people judge your life all the time, and you got your girlfriends and their friends like, girl, he's a promoter. Advice is everything, you know what I'm saying? So if you got their friends telling them like, girl, you really can deal with him, conversating, dealing with women, because I'm dealing with women 24/7.
Oh, we see that. We see that.
No, bro,
Yeah.
you dealing with women, bro. You dealing with women 24/7, man. So it take a strong woman to understand, like, my man still want me regardless of what he dealing with out in the world. You know what I'm saying? But temptation is everything. Y'all know how that is. But
Oh yeah.
that's how it go.
I'm a loyal Christian to my woman.
Oh,
Love her daily, you know. Stay on the straight and narrow. I look right here, I don't look over there, I just look right the fuck right here. You feel me?
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the loyal ones.
that's it. That's it. That's
Love
it.
every day. And once again, man, this is Ryan Baldhead Burts. You can follow him on IG. I'll put your ad up on the
I
the
appreciate
video.
that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go follow my man.
I mean, y'all got a good thing going, man. I'm telling y'all, since I've been up here, I love it. I love the vibe. I love what y'all going. Keep pushing. Anytime y'all need anything from us, man, y'all more than welcome to always come through. Set up anytime y'all need it. You know what I'm saying?
We should
Thank you,
interview
sir.
some
Appreciate
strippers.
that.
You can hook us up with that?
Hey, listen, the whole time we about to put a poll in here, in about the beginning of January, the second week of January. We're gonna have a poll in here, have dances every week.
I'm
Ladies?
this for scientific research.
Ladies, do you hear that? You come to this establishment, you're gonna feel safe, you're gonna be protected, and you can get on the pole.
Yeah.
And we'll be back.
Eat some wings and wash some ass. That's how it's gonna be up here.
So let me ask you this, man. I don't know if y'all asked me this question already. Has your life ever been at risk?
Yes. That's a good question. You know what's crazy? Before I got here, I was at Babylon up the street. And I actually had an altercation that got me kicked out of there for 8 months.
Oh, wow.
I literally just got back in here probably about 3 weeks ago. And I was leaving out. I was the #1 promoter in the club. I'm leaving out. Guy approaches me, all drunk. And a lot of times people would think a promoter is he's making millions. Don't even understand the business part of you and the club. So they'll see you bringing out thousands of bottles, don't even understand that it could be a discount, it could be a comp, it could be 1,000 things. But in their eyes, you bringing out money. So I had a guy that approached me one time. I was headed to my car and was tripping. He was tripping. I could tell that he was drunk.
Right.
But I stay in Virginia, so this is a carry state. So I'm always gonna have my gun on me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So as I could see that he was slurring, I had a security guard come over. The guy said something, ran off, went and got a firearm, came back, shot at me. I shot back. Yeah, man, it was crazy as hell, man.
Shit.
But I'm gonna tell you some wild things, man. I always tell all the promoters out there, always protect yourself because you are the spotlight of the club. And if the person doesn't know the business part of it, they'll think you're making millions and you're just probably making average money. Right. But in the view of the eyes, like they're about to pay $400 for this bottle. You got about 5 of them on your table, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't know the business part, it's a lot of money on the table, you know what I'm saying? So I always tell people out there that's really dealing with the club life, always protect yourself, man, because you leaving out at night, you don't know who's watching you. I know one person that does, it's only one promoter that I really know now that has a personal security guard. And I thought it was a dumb idea at first, so when I really got hip to him, like, damn, he like, man, I can get drunk. He gonna make sure I get home. He can't drink, it's under his contract. So when you really gotta protect your life, it's like, your life is valuable, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it should never be a price on how much you need to protect your life to get home to your kids and your family, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's my craziest experience, though.
Okay. All right. So what's your go-to drink when you in the club?
And
Your go-to drink.
My go-to drink, Casamigo and lemonade.
Okay.
Or I might throw some limes in there. Look, bro, they hate me because I take all the limes at the end of the night, just squeeze them in there and drop them in there all night. They got no limes at the bar.
Would you, as a promoter, would you recommend, like drinking on the job, or do you think it's more beneficial if you just stay focused and like sober the entire night?
It depends on what type of promoter you got some promoters that already have the friends that already turn up the party. But sometimes, like when you're doing stuff, like I'm the head, it's only really me in here. So I might get drunk one night and turn up the party, have everybody drunk, you know what I'm saying? But I don't look for the money of the club. I look for the experience. I want, when they leave here, man, we had a hell of a time at Caspi. I don't care if they spend $2. Long as you leave here and you got that enjoyment of, man, I need to go back there, or I need to tell somebody else to go back there. Right. That's the whole best part of business, you know what I'm saying? It spread the word.
I think one thing for sure, you really do know how to put something together, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
You killing the game right now.
I wake up at 8 o'clock every morning, y'all. I swear to God. If I don't wake up at 8 o'clock, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I never sleep. And I don't know, I don't know how I do it. I can go to sleep at 6. I'm gonna wake right back up in an hour and a half. It's just, in all reality, like, I take naps. When you're in a club life, like, you'll take naps way more than sleeping. Right. Like, I might be home, go give me about 3 hours, 4 hours here and there, but you trying to still, you gotta be on top of the internet. Right. You gotta be on top of, yeah. I even watch people that promote in other states, like their hustle, what they got different. Right. What can I change into my club to make it a new thing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just piggyback off of other clubs, but you're not gonna get nowhere like that. So I try to find clubs in Cali, North Dakota, Seattle, you know what I'm saying? That's the networking of the whole thing, you know what I'm saying?
That's awesome. As far as like, your work rate? Like, you sound like you're a guy that works your ass off. Like, is there any like person in particular, any like type of like, what's your motivation, like, to keep up your work rate?
Man, my motivation is to have everybody talk about you. You want it to be wherever it's a barber shop, wherever it's a hair salon, wherever it's a couple people gathering, that your name in that conversation when they talking about clubs. So my motivation is just me getting more people talking about it. You'll get that sense of like, dang, I ain't hearing nobody hit me up, I ain't had nobody talk about me. That's because you ain't putting enough work in. So you gotta double it. Like, right. I swear to God, I work like my ass off to build. And my company is Baldhead Entertainment. And the craziest thing is, I had a bald head since I was probably like 22 years old. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. Hey, listen.
Sorry, these two started going bald at like 10, so.
I just started going bald at 30, man.
Amir was 10, looking like he was 30. I said, God damn.
Hey, listen, man. I can't blame y'all, man. Listen, when people start to say, man, you got the bald head. I literally just turned it into Baldhead Don't Care, until where people was like, man, what you just name your whole organization at? And I just went off of it, got my LLCs, named it Baldhead Entertainment, and been pushing it, you know what I'm saying?
Start making that I don't give a fuck money.
Hey, you gotta start, man. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people it's nothing wrong with working for somebody, but it's nothing better than working for yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I always tell people young, it don't matter if you gotta stack your money to work under somebody to own your own, but always the end goal is to have something of your own, you know what I'm saying? Something that your kids can go on, something that it can always be cushion. Nobody can tell you how to run your company, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times that should be gold for everybody in life, you know what I'm saying? If it go to me working at a fucking McDonald's job to stack 3 years, 4 years of check to where I can invest into my own company, that's what I always push on the youth. Like, work on your own.
You know, and it's funny that you say that, because like I think a lot of the youth and like the younger generation, you know, you give them some advice as far as like, you know, won't you just get a job at McDonald's? They automatically shut it down because they think like it's long term. It's like, no, working at it's temporary to move on to bigger and better things.
And little do they even know, like McDonald's right now DC has went up. The minimum wage is up. You'll be flipping burgers making just as much as somebody that's just sitting at a desk. It takes discipline, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't have that these days. I blame it on the videos, I blame it on YouTube, I blame it on celebrities, you know what I'm saying? I blame it on Michael Jordans and everything, because it takes a lot of times everybody wants to be popular. Everybody wants to be the person on the scene. And you got some people that will die for the excitement of being on the scene. I want to be that person. What do I got to do to be that person? They'll go broke. They'll lose contracts of watching their kids. They'll lose just life in general to be that man. And I think a lot of times everybody can be understanding of, you still okay if you cool. It's okay to be cool. You ain't got to be like that man to be cool, you know what I'm saying? It's all right to rock. You ain't got to rock foreign clothes to be a stylist, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be a fly guy to be coming up with, I got to have a Balenciagas in on. I just tell people all the time, man, if you can put money into Balenciaga, you put money into all these foreigners, just imagine how much money if you put it into your own people, what you could get started in your own state. We ship out of state 24/7, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's crazy.
Do you feel as a African American business owner that other business women and men of color, do you feel like that they don't invest back into the black community as far as like getting bigger and better developments as far as like business and making communities better as far as like schooling and housing?
So you're saying basically like celebrities?
Well, celebrities or
just people with the money.
People with this money in general. Yeah.
I think a lot of times that start with people going to like meetings, man. You got a lot of times in the projects they'll have these meetings and they'll ask the community what they need, and you'll have a lot of households that don't even know nothing about the meetings, or just so busy to even get to the meetings, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people don't put back into their community because they don't even know what their community even needs. And I think a lot of times if they knew what their community needs, it would be nothing to write a check. But if the community never speaks out and crime rate overdoes the voice of what the community needs, it'll never get done, ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write a check for a community that's doing 500 killings a day. What it doesn't, I hear the 500 killings, I don't hear the cry from help from the kids that not trying to be involved in that life, you know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times it goes up to community meetings, gatherings from the youth, gathering from people that you don't gotta be a celebrity to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that are leaders to people that they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of kids that look up to me before they look up to celebrities that play on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not the voice for them, the people that in the NBA, they don't even know them, so they'll never have a voice. So it starts from somewhere. It starts from me knowing Kevin Durant. I'm not Kevin Durant, but I know him. So if I can speak to him and he can speak to the community, we got something done, you know what I'm saying?
And once again, man, I'd like to give a shout out to Caspi once again. We're located in Arlington, Virginia. The address is 2921 Columbia Pike, Arlington, Virginia 22204. Good food, good drink. They have a lot of international foods here, domestic foods here. So once again, shout out to Caspi Lounge. Also follow them on IG.
Appreciate that.
Y'all got any other questions for my man?
No, I'm good.
Man, listen, man, look. Hey, I'm on my little live, and look, man. The Washington podcast, best podcast in the DMV, man.
Best
Make sure if
podcast
y'all
in
on
the
this
DMV.
live, follow them. They got a good thing going. Black owned, man. I support it. I'm always gonna move with it. If y'all need anything, let me know.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man.
100%.
It's the Washington podcast team, baby.